All right, just a quick thought about the globe model and the current flat Earth model. Um, they're both very small and very limiting. Um, I think that's what they share in common. Um, but the ball, I mean, you have to forgive me for believing that I live on a plane where everybody's on the same level of existence. If you, I don't believe this. This model here is ridiculous. You're telling me I've lived my life completely like sideways like that, and I feel straight up and down the way someone down here. I mean, come on. And you look at flat earthers sideways because they don't believe this. This model is ridiculous. Just a picture, a stationary picture, like boggles your mind. But it's also very small. I mean, look how small this place is. You're gonna buy that that's it? And that there's nowhere else to go? I think this model is way too small. I think the globe model, along with being physically impossible, is way too small. There's got to be so much more that they're not telling anybody. Look how the their imagery for the for the flu looks exactly like people on the globe. Are they trying to tell you something? Are they trying to tell you that people are the virus here? I always thought that was weird that this looks like a globe with people on it. This looks like the same to me as this. Isn't that weird? Nothing to see here. But here's what they do with both models. You know, they are hiding something in both models. No, we don't think we're floating in anything. I don't get why they mix both models like that. Um, but they're both very limiting. They're both very small. Whether you want to believe you're on a globe, the globe to me is just way too small for there to be. There's got to be more. There's got to be more. There's got to be something else. It's very limiting. But the fact that y'all think you're floating in space, in whatever you want to call it. I mean, there's space everywhere, but you think you're like floating. You think you're one of these little virus balls floating around. That's what the Earth. That's what the globe Earth represents, and it's creepy. I mean, you could walk forever on the globe and get nowhere. You're not going anywhere. See how they're both like cages? It's like a cage. This one says you're just how are you gonna get off the globe? They always say like you're gonna fall off the edge. Like, how do you stand on a ball, bro? It just makes you go crazy, and you gotta like take your shots and like go to sleep essentially. Everybody feels like this guy. Everybody feels like they're on top, but you're living like this guy sideways. You never feel that way. Isn't it funny? This is hilarious. This is like a joke. This is a listen, you're born into a culture. You don't get to choose what culture you're born into. And they're telling you from day zero that this is what y'all are doing and that there's nowhere to go but this little ball. Look how small that is. I know it's not the real like picture, the real picture. It's representation, but it looks so small. Like, look at that. You really think that's what everybody's doing? Oh my goodness. And I'm like, no. I at least think we're everybody's on the same level. I don't know, but they're both very limiting. They both serve the same purpose when you're telling flat earthers that you're under a dome and that there's nowhere else to go. Either model, they're telling you there's nowhere else to go. They're showing you stuff like this. And they're showing you stuff like this. Like, what in the world is going on? Is that a globe with people? Is that a globe with people? Is that a representation of humanity? They think people are the virus? Is that how AI sees people? As a virus? Is that how AI? Remember in the Matrix, you know, Agent Smith, the computer program, saw humanity as a virus? And it just so happens this looks like a globe with people on it. Look at the head. I mean, look at how is that different from this? Look at it's a globe with people on it. Look at it's a globe with people on it. Pretty weird, huh?